接下来，我们进入论坛的第二个主题：人工智能安全新兴挑战。请允许我介绍这一主题的第一位演讲嘉宾宋晓东，当宋教授。宋晓东，加州大学伯克利分校计算机科学教授，伯克利负责任去中心化智能研究中心联合主任，ACM IEEE 会士。他长期从事人工智能安全、深度学习、安全与隐私等研究，是全球计算机安全领域被引用次数最多的学者之一，也是一位连续创业者。Professor Song, thank you for joining us. I will pass the floor to you.
Great. Can everyone hear me? Does this work? Okay, great. Yeah, thanks everyone. It's my great honor and pleasure to be here, give the talk remotely. Yes, my name is Dawn Song. I'm a professor in computer science at UC Berkeley, and also co-director of a campus-wide center called Berkeley Center for Responsible Decentralized Intelligence. So today I will talk about one key area in AI safety. How will frontier AI change the landscape of cybersecurity? So we are already excited about the fast advancements in frontier AI. However, and also this year has been called the year of agents. However, at the same time, we also need to pay attention to a broad spectrum of different types of AI risks. And this is a list of AI risks as listed in the recently published International AI Safety Report led by Yasha Banjo, together with around 100 researchers from 30 countries, and I'm also part of this effort as well. So within this broad spectrum of different types of AI risks, I personally do believe that cybersecurity will be one of the biggest AI risk domains for a number of reasons. One, attackers have diverse incentives for attacks, and also attacks already today cause huge damages. And increased AI capabilities can significantly reduce attack cost and increase attack scale. And also today, we're already seeing Gen AI causing orders of magnitude increase in attacks in social engineering and phishing attacks and so on. So the key question is, how will frontier AI change the landscape of cybersecurity? In particular, given that AI is a dual-use technology, it can help both attackers and defenders. So the key question is, who will AI help more, attacker side or defender side? In order to address this question, we actually need to systematically analyze the impact of frontier AI throughout the different stages of cyber attacks and defenses. As we all know, cyber attacks can be very complex, and for example, here's and it takes many steps for end-to-end attacks. So my group actually has been the first to investigate using deep learning for binary analysis and vulnerability detection, actually quite a few years back. And our work at the time also showed that deep learning can be effective and lead to state-of-the-art in binary code similarity detection and vulnerability detection. And fast forward, so recently, also we have done a comprehensive analysis of how the current AI capabilities and impacts levels are throughout the different attack stages and defense stages. So our work showed that in today's attack landscape, except for what I mentioned earlier in social engineering phishing attacks, where the attackers are trying to attack AI, for the stages where the earlier stages, the AI's capability today is still limited. But however, our recent work shows that this actually is changing very, very fast. So in our recent, actually, two benchmarks, the first one is BountyBench, where we developed a benchmark with the real-world bounties, bug bounties of real-world web systems, where the web developers set out this real-world bounty tasks to incentivize white hat hackers to help find vulnerabilities and also patch vulnerabilities in these real-world applications. So with the BountyBench, we also develop agents with using latest models. So our work showed that with the latest models, even relatively simple agents actually can solve bounty tasks, these real-world bounty tasks, equivalent of tens of thousands of dollars throughout the different types of tasks, including vulnerability detection, exploits, and patching. And our second benchmark, CyberGame, focuses on different types of cybersecurity domains, which is real-world open source projects in C and C++ and so on. So CyberGame is a large-scale vulnerability benchmark that includes large-scale, widely distributed open source projects, about 200 of them, which contains over 1,500 real-world vulnerabilities that have been discovered before. So with CyberGame, again, we set up the benchmark and also build agents that try to both detect these known vulnerabilities and as well as previously unknown vulnerabilities. So our work showed that, again, with the latest models, these agents actually can be quite effective. In particular, these agents actually, with the latest number from Cloud 4, actually these agents are able to discover close to 20% of these previously known vulnerabilities. And furthermore, these agents are able to identify 0 days previously unknown vulnerabilities. So in this particular case, our agents actually were able to identify 15 0 days previously unknown vulnerabilities. And also, so we have responsibly disclosed these vulnerabilities to the developers as well. And at least actually 2 of these vulnerabilities now have been issued the CVEs, which are actually credited to CyberGame, which it's nice to have the CVEs credited to these agents. So these are examples showing that the AI capabilities in cybersecurity is increasing drastically, is increasing really fast. So at the same time, of course, we would like to increase AI capabilities for defenses as well. However, there are also challenges given the dual use nature of AI in cybersecurity. So in particular, we call this the equivalence classes, where we show that as AI's capabilities improves on the defense side, the same capabilities that helps the defense side can also help the corresponding capabilities on the attacker side as well. And this poses a huge challenge given the dual use nature of AI in cybersecurity. And also as going back to the earlier question, then who will AI help more, the attacker side or the defender side? So oftentimes I hear the arguments that we don't really need to worry here. So defenders can use AI to discover and fix bugs before attackers. So is this true or false? So unfortunately, there is a natural asymmetry between defense and offense, and hence unfortunately, this argument doesn't really hold. This natural asymmetry between defense and offense works as the following. So the offense side only needs to find one attack that works. However, defenders need to fix all bugs and prevent all attacks to succeed. And the cost for defense is much higher than attacks. And deploying defense, even when it works, can take a very long time. For example, one needs to develop the patch, needs to do a lot of testing for patch, and need to deploy the patch globally, and so on. And a lot of legacy systems still are not patched. So for example, the current mean time to deploy remediation in hospitals is close to 500 days. So this is just one example, asymmetries between attacks and defense that favors AI for attacker side. And in our recent paper, we also analyzed other types of asymmetries that unfortunately also favors attacker side more than defender side for AI. And hence, it's really important for the community to come together to really analyze the impact of AI in cybersecurity, and also together to figure out how we can change this dynamic to have AI help more on the defender side. So recently, we've launched this observatory called the Frontier AI Cybersecurity Observatory, where we provide an open platform as a central place, hosting the different AI in cybersecurity benchmarks to help the community to come together to perform a continuous monitoring of the AI capability in cybersecurity. And Frontier AI will also introduce new marginal risks, given that now the agentic AI systems can even also introduce new attack services as well. So the key question is then, how can we actually change this dynamic, this natural asymmetry between attacker side and defender side? And how can we actually utilize AI to actually help shift the balance to help attackers more? So this motivates us to, in particular, work towards a particular type of paradigm for improving system security that we call proactive defense through safe by design and secure by design. And this is in contrast to the earlier defense security defense paradigms, including reactive defense that focuses on developing attacks after attacks has happened, and also the bug finding approach that I mentioned earlier. So for these previous two defense mechanisms, the AI can still favor attackers more than defenders, and with the secure by design and safe by design mechanisms, we hope that actually we can really have AI to help defenders more than attackers. So this safe and secure by design, by construction approach is to architect and build properly secure programs and systems to actually ensure and to formally verify that the programs and systems actually satisfies the specified the desired security properties and policies and so on. And we actually have entered the era of formally verified systems, where there actually have been many different systems that have been formally verified. However, these systems have not really been used widely in practice, largely because it's labor intensive to provide the formal verification for these systems. Oftentimes, these systems can take tens of proof engineering years to do the formal verification. And hence, also once the code changes, you need to change the proofs as well. Quite a few years back, my group was among the earliest to use deep learning to help improve and automate theorem proving. This is a paper together with Ilya from OpenAI back then, and showing that deep learning can help improve can help automate certain steps in theorem proving. However, back then, still the model was small, it didn't have much compute. So fast forward, given the recent progress, so I do strongly believe that we are hitting an inflection point. And we hope that with the Frontier AI, we can develop the further advance the approach to use this Frontier AI to help improve formal mathematical reasoning and to automate theorem proving. So with this, we hope that instead of just building agents for playing games like Go, we can actually build agents for automating through proving for program verification. And then when used in conjunction with program synthesis, we can develop, we can generate not just code, but actually generate provably secure code with proofs. And this is particularly important given that today, as more and more code is being generated using AI, unfortunately, actually a lot of the generated code can be vulnerable. In our recent assessment, benchmark assessment, we show that frontier AI models, they still suffer severely from actually not being able to generate secure code. So with our recent work, we are pushing forward in this direction of what we call verifiable code generation, where given the task description, we can then, instead of just generating code, we actually generate code and generate the specification and also generate the proof that the code satisfies the specification. And also in our recent work, Verena, we developed a comprehensive benchmark for verifiable code generation as well. And unfortunately, the current models and agents are still lagging behind for these capabilities. So we do hope that as we improve frontier AI, we'll also be developing these proof agents that can help with spec generation and proof generation, and together with code generation can generate provably secure code. So with that, so I hope that this talk has helped give some overview of how the frontier AI will change the landscape of cybersecurity. And for more information, you can also go look at my keynotes at iClear this year, and also my lecture in the Agents MOOC in the safety lecture, and also my talk at RSA as well. So with the Agents MOOC, we have over 25,000 enrolled, so you can learn more information there. And also finally, I wanted to quickly mention that actually next week at UC Berkeley, RDI is hosting the Agentic AI Summit, now actually with close to 2,000 in-person attendees and many thousands online. And you can register online and to watch the live stream of the summit as well. And you can find out more information also on my on the summit website, and also of my tweet as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Song.